Good evening. First chat of the night as I get the show set up. How's everyone doing tonight? If anyone's on here yet. Okay, now I will share. Get these shared. More options. Aha! Oh, let's see. Tonight we'll share it to the Harrisville Haunted House. They're not, I'm not doing nothing else this year. Might as well be posting the pre-show. Well, let's see. We'll share it to Jack Shadow. Risky sitting here, I'll tell you. And let's see. We'll share it to the Chiller Chat page. Look at that, I got like a minute and a half left. And where else? Where else? Let's share it to the Chiller Night group page. Yeah, that's what we'll do. There we are. Share on a friend's profile. Share that. I'll share it with Ava. Okay. Tom says second chat of the night. All right. Diana says, hi, everybody. Hey, Diana, thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Good to see you. Or your chat, anyway. Cassandra. Hello, everybody. 7:59. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Almost time to start. Okay. Hopefully there's no echoes. Hopefully everything's running smooth. Let's see. I'm sure somebody would tell me. And it is. Oh, I see John's chat here. I'll wait to play the credit and then I'll read his. All right, almost time, folks. 8 o'clock. Time to begin. Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for the Chiller Night pre-show. Once again, I am Brian Hogue, and from 8 p.m. until 9 p.m. I will sit here and chat with you with each other, and with me, and it's just a big chat fest, I'll tell you Chiller maniacs, you. But and one of the things we'll be doing, of course, is going over the Chiller Night programming that will be coming up on Stream TV beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So we chat about all things horror, science fiction, the paranormal, you name it. Pretty much throw anything at me, and we'll see what we can do with it. So John says it looks that time again for the best hour on Facebook and YouTube. It's time for Chiller Night Pre-Show. This is New England's one and only Crozak the Grand, and here's Brian Hogue. Well, thank you very much. Very, very much. Al says, hi, Cassandra. Cassandra says, hi, Al. Let's see. David says, good evening. Champagne popped and poured. Cheers. John says, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Yeah, I know it's coming up. Roger says, good evening. Tom says, hi, Diana. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? Oh, Brad Beckwith, he wrote to me earlier and said that he couldn't make it tonight, but he wanted me to tell everybody he said hi, and so he will not be joining us. I think he said he's going to a wedding or something. I forget the reason he's not here, but he wanted me to say hi to everybody. So there we go. Hi for Brad. All right. Now look at this. Tonight's pre-show. I gotta say, we are 1 week away from normally where I would be opening up a haunted house. That will not be happening, and it is driving me crazy, folks. This is tough on me, but yeah. Normally I'd be 1 week away from the the opening weekend, so bear with me. Oh well. But anyways, I've got other things to do, don't I? I've got these shows to do. So let's show you what's showing tonight on Stream TV. 9 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. Jack Shadow features A Bucket of Blood. 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Tops Paranormal. 11:30 Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Crawling Eye. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is George Garanzi from the New Ghoul Order. I can't even say that, George. George, if you're on here. New Ghoul Order. All right, I give up. 2 a.m. It's George. George is going to be on. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Snow Beast. All right, so there you have it. There is our schedule for tonight. Let's see. Al says, what happened to the haunted house, Brian? Well, I was all set to begin. I was days away from beginning the haunted house. And I couldn't get a definite confirmation like, okay, it's okay to begin on August 9th. My plan was to begin on August 9th, construction. Little later than we would have liked, but I chose that because I just did. I figured, well, I'll leave the pavilion available to the community park as long as I could, but it turns out that somebody new had gone into a position where they were scheduling people using the pavilion. I use a pavilion in the community park, and then I join a tent up beside it, and it's the largest pavilion in that park with a tent up beside it. And I fill that all up with the haunted house. That's my haunted house, at least for now, anyways. And somebody had booked people up there, even though I was already approved. I was approved as of last year, but they didn't know. So it was an honest mistake. They went ahead and booked people all the way up until today. I think the thinking was, for somebody who didn't do a haunted house, if you don't do haunted houses, maybe you wouldn't think that, at least, especially in like June or July. Well, they can have it in October. What? Well, it takes, I mean, me working on it really, really hard, it still takes at least a couple months to get that thing up. That's what happened. Unfortunately, it was just, like I said, it was just one of those things where right hand didn't know what the left hand was doing, evidently, when it came to the booking, even though I was approved to use it and I was ready to jump in. I'm glad I checked. I'm glad I asked instead of just going over there and started building. I'm glad I thought, okay, we're all good, right? Well, so, but we'll hopefully next year we won't run into that. I don't know. There was a lot of noise made about it this year, so I don't see that happening again. But it's too bad the community lost out on a good fundraising event. They got a lot of money from that last year, and hopefully that will stick in their minds for next year. So hopefully that will get people thinking for next year. Chad says, hey, everybody. Hey, Chad, thanks for joining us. Terrence says, oh, hero? Hero? A hero? Brian says, hello, all. Hey, Brian. David says, is that a Jack Shadow action figure there amongst the other monsters? Maybe. I thought we'd slip Jack in there. Brian says, what took your place for a haunted house? Oh, just somebody renting it for like, I actually looked at it today. I went over and checked it out. There was somebody who was over there for like a couple hours. Just for like a graduation party or birthday party. I don't know what it was, but you know, it was like halfway full. So, you know, like I said, there were many in the community who were disappointed, and it just, they booked somebody in there and they shouldn't have, but it was an accident that unfortunately couldn't be corrected because the person was not willing to go to a different pavilion. And it's the biggest pavilion in the park, but I need all that space. And even with the size of that pavilion, plus a tent adjoined to it, I'm still at like 1,300 square feet, and that's the smallest haunted house I've ever worked. I'm used to working with either 5,000 to 7,000 square feet at least, and so I've got to really be creative on how I utilize that space to get the most bang out of their buck. So, but hopefully, I would love to see. I mean, I'm doing that temporarily until I can get a building. I want a building. I don't like setting up and tearing down every year. It's not only wear and tear on me, but wear and tear on the props and the lumber and, you know, and all that stuff that goes with it. So, and plus, I'm normally over there many nights on my own, and so, you know, sometimes I'm there tearing down until into December. So, when it's very cold. So, but anyways, Al says, oh, that's such a shame, Brian. I'm so sorry. Well, I appreciate that. I am going to, I've got like an old ad for my 2011 haunted house that I figured at some point tonight I'll just run it just for the heck of it, you know. It's only like a minute long, but it's just I can't stop thinking about haunted houses. So, but anyways, that's what's going on there. That's what's going on. Yes, hey, I will say, you guys noticed the monsters over here. I went in today to the studio and I went and picked up, you know, all my monsters. And here's something here. Like, I got some of these guys here that when I first moved here, if you look, I kept this picture up from last week when I was talking about Phil Wilson. But if you look in the background, you can see the monster figures up on the top, and these stuffed characters on the shelves there behind me on the Chiller Chat set. So this here is the Wolfman, of course. And I got this guy back in like October of '99 when I first moved back up into the area from Pittsburgh. I lived in Pittsburgh before I moved back up into this area. Look at that! It's still got a price tag on it. Or CVS, that was it, at $12.99. So yeah, still has got the price tag and a little monsters tag on there from 1999. So it doesn't seem like that long ago, but you know. But yeah, I'll get all the monsters up. I figure I'll put different monsters up here throughout the month leading up until Halloween, and then I'm sorry, Boba Fett. We'll have to kick Boba Fett off to the side. Now we've got monsters that we'll have up here. It's a little bit more fitting, but here is you know what? I'll just do it now. I'll show this little ad. I'll get all the haunted house stuff, you know, off my chest, I guess. But here is an ad that was from 2011. and we used some of the footage from, we used the footage from 2010s to make the ad for 2011. So, all right, here we go. This is only like a minute long, so enjoy, I should say.
Welcome. Move into the window to another place. Stand in the realm between your world and mine. I am known by many names throughout the ages. Samhain, Lord of Darkness, Jack Shadow, the Boogeyman. You've known me and my children of the night all your lives in one form or another. Now it's time to face the darkness, where light cannot follow and truth and reality dare not go. Enter the dark domain.
All right, I'll just stop it there. It will obviously not be returning this October, but well, that was actually the haunted house that I had prior to moving and starting up the Harrisville haunted house. So yeah, I've just always enjoyed doing that stuff. So, but let's see. Looks like I'm all caught up on the chats. All right. Anybody have any great horror movies or medium horror movies or maybe some bad horror movies that they've seen throughout the week? Do tell, do share. And some of you were writing to me. I received some messages throughout the week, some emails and messages on Facebook and stuff about Stream TV. Here's what I can tell you. I don't have any new news about the Roku channel. Unfortunately, I don't have any information on that other than it's just not up. I will be sure to let you know if and when that does happen. But for now, the programming will be on Stream TV. There it is. Streammedia.tv. Okay, that's where you go for my programming, for the Chiller Night programming. That's where you go. Because there's been a misunderstanding. Some people are going on the Roku, they're looking up under search Stream TV. Well, there are other Stream TVs. That's not the Stream TV I'm on. So I'm telling you, to reach my Stream TV programming, I don't own Stream TV, but I'm on Stream TV. It's right here. See that? So, streammedia.tv. That's how you can get to the Oil City branch of it, Oil City Titusville. So, go on there, and in the middle of the screen, they used to have in the middle of the site there a screen. You can just click on that. I haven't been seeing that. You know, I haven't seen it on my phone. I haven't seen it on my computer. But still, you can still watch it. Do not be disheartened. Just go to the top and click on Watch Live. I think that's what it says, Watch Live. Go click on that, and that'll take you to it. So, John says, oh no, Al says first, I saw the new Candyman movie. Not bad. Oh, is that right? I have not seen that. I have not seen that. So, I'm glad you liked it. Okay, anybody else see that one? John says, oh, let me ask you that, Al, was Tony Todd in that? The guy who played the Candyman in the original Candyman movies. I thought I saw him real quick on the trailer. I could be wrong. Or did they get somebody else to play the monster, the Candyman character? And then John says, question is, Stream Media available on the App Store? Not as far as I know. All I know is, now there was a Roku channel for the longest time since I've been on here until earlier this year. It stopped. I was told that they were, looking at exploring different options on how they wanted to do the channel, how to make that work. And that's basically all I can tell you. Is just it's just not up yet. So I don't know if and when that will be back up. But right now, the only way to get to it is streammedia.tv. And so hopefully the Roku channel is back up again soon. And that's all I know. And I wish I knew more, but that's all I could tell you right now, unfortunately. Cassandra says, currently I am watching Count Dracula's Great Love with Paul Naschy. Oh, is that right? Well, what's that on? What channel? Is that on a Roku channel, or do you have it on disc or VHS? The old VHSs, remember them? This one happens to be Curse of the Werewolf. I was going to put some of these out also, I think, as we get a little closer to Halloween. Gosh, I've had these for quite a while. Since I've had these VHSs since like the early 90s when they first started coming out. Yep, the Hammer Horror Collection, Curse of the Werewolf. Love that movie. Love that movie. You've heard me go on about that though. Al says Tony was in the film for 1 second at the very end. Oh, is that right? Is that right? So he did not play the Candyman? Or I mean, did they get somebody else to play him? I'm guessing that's what happened, and maybe he just did a little cameo or something. Jason says, greetings, sorry I'm late. Phillies and Pirates game today. Ah, cool. I gotta say, Jay, I haven't even kept up with that for the longest time. Western PA didn't represent on the field today. Ah, is that right? Cassandra says, no, I have a double DVD. The other feature is Maneater of Hydra. Oh, okay. All right. Jason says, I love the action figures to screen, right? Yeah, you like that? I went down today. I was telling everybody before I just a little bit ago, if you look on this picture, I had this up from last week. You can see on the top shelf, of course, the monster collection and the stuffed characters. See the Wolfman there. I went and got all my stuff from the set because I figured, well, as we're coming up on Halloween, I kind of wanted to have monsters here instead of Boba Fett. I like Boba Fett, but I think this is a little more fitting to have monsters on here. Cassandra says, when I say currently, it is more like a few minutes every other night because of my work schedule. Oh yeah, that's like me. I have to watch movies in segments a lot of times. Although I'll be having a lot more time, a lot more free time coming up on my hands. I guess to where I could watch a full movie here and there. Lasercorn says, hey peeps, sorry I'm late. I've been trying to make a fire and my fire making skills aren't what they used to be. Ah, all right, well, did you make the fire? I mean, you say you've been trying. You've left it at trying to make a fire. So hopefully you got that fire started. I'm anxiously waiting to find out. Let's see, Bonehead says, hello, Chiller Night crew and Brian. Hey, Bonehead, thanks for joining us. Al says, it was a new actor playing the Candyman with Tony just at the end as the original Candyman. Oh, okay, all right. So Tony did a little appearance, but they had a new actor playing the Candyman. Okay. Jason says, that's awesome. Lasercorn says, sup, Bonehead? Tom says, yo, Bone, hey, Laser. Glam says, oh, there's Glam. Hi all, Brian, Tom, Diana, John, Chad, Terrence, Lasercorn. Jason says, I feel horrible about the haunted house plans this year. Oh, hey, me too. Me too. Let's see, Glam says, Bonehead, happy chiller night to you. Yes, happy chiller night to all of you. Yeah, that stuff happens, I guess. I say that stuff happens. I don't know, it's the first time I've ever had that happen, though, where I was days before starting to actually construct it. Days, within starting this project that I look forward to all year long. and for that to be, you know, I guess yanked from my grasp, that was tough. That was tough. And it's driving me crazy. It really is, because this time of the year, I'm just chomping at the bit to do my haunted houses. And, you know, for me not to do, you know, obviously I love, you know, all things horror. I do, you know, which is why, of course, I'm here on Saturday nights, and I'm sure you do as well. You're joining me and each other. So, so I know you can relate to that, at least in some way. But yeah, it really is. It really took the carpet out from underneath my feet this year. So I didn't have. Yeah, I don't know. All I can say is that, you know, hopefully next year it goes better. So we'll see how that goes. Bonehead says, "Hey, hello, Tom, and our sweetheart of screams, Miss Glamfangs." Jason says, "You were on live this afternoon. What was that all about?" Oh, yeah. If you go to my Facebook page or the Chiller Night Theater Facebook page, that was when I was at the TV studio. I went to Oil City to the Stream TV studio to pick up my monsters. So I have more, but I want to just, like, I'll change them out throughout the weeks as we're leading up to Halloween, and then I'll just have a monster representing every week. I'll put a different monster up after that. So, which kind of leads me to, you know, I'm still thinking. I've been thinking quite a bit about what I want to do for Halloween, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet what we're going to be doing. I know Ava and I have been invited to some parties, you know, obviously with me not doing the haunted house. That frees up a bit of my time. So I don't know. I would like to think that I would do something, you know, unique, different, special for Halloween on Saturday the 30th. So I'm still keeping that in mind, unless I get pulled away to go to a party, or unless Jack Shadow gets hired to go to some event somewhere or something like that. You'll see. But they're kind of like like fortify, and kind of like to lock down my plans for that, so I can know for sure what I'm doing, regardless. Whether it's a live show or a pre-taped show, I will have something for that night to play on Stream TV, though. A new Chiller Night Theater. I will do that. Whether I'm doing something live that night or if it's pre-taped, there will be a Halloween episode that night. So there you go. That I can't tell you. Jason says, "Where did you get the monster figures? They look awesome." Oh, well, I got those when I first moved up to this location from Pittsburgh. I got these at, I'm trying to remember where I did get these. I think I got them at, did they have Hills? I think they still had a Hills department store up here when I first moved up here. Hills, I don't think I got them at Walmart. I'm thinking I got them at like a Hills or something like that, a department store like that. But I would go in and I would see these things and I'd buy them. But the other guys, like the Frankenstein and the Wolfman, very childlike. But I just couldn't pass them up. I had to get them. I got these all in like October of '99. I was seeing this stuff in the stores, and at that time there was kind of a rekindling of interest in the Universal monsters, or at least they were being pushed quite a bit with the marketing. So I got Frankie, Wolfie, and I got the Creature. Which again, like I said, again, if you look at that, you can see those guys in the background there on the top shelf, and then of course sitting on the shelf back there for the chiller chat. But here's the Creature. Where are you at? Come here, Gilman. All right, he's a bit larger than the other guys in the collection, but self-standing. Oh, you can't look at that. Look at that. You can't see him that well because he's totally green and you can see through him. Okay. Translucent. I didn't think about that before I pulled him up here. But yeah. Glam says, love the moniker Bonehead. Give me inspiration for a tattoo. Let's see. Tom says, maybe you should go trick-or-treating. Yeah, maybe. And get some candy. Yeah. I don't know. I could probably have some fun with that. Bonehead says, yes, is definitely the best and greatest. This is definitely the best and greatest group of chiller maniacs ever. And I'm so happy to enjoy this time of the week with all you. Oh, thank you. That is so cool. I know, it's a good group. Bonehead says, I didn't know Glam. I bet that would be a great idea. I don't know Glam. I bet you that'd be a great idea for a tattoo. And I know you'd wear it well. I bet you've got a ghoulish figure, eh? You know, I was thinking about getting it. Not that I have a ghoulish figure that you might be imagining, but I was thinking about getting some you know, horror-themed tattoos. You know, it might be time. It might be time. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe Frank. Maybe Frankenstein. I don't know. But or maybe Jack Shadow. I don't know. I was thinking about this stuff. So who knows? Who knows whether I want to do it at this age, this stage of my life. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Tom says we should all get matching tattoos. I was in a group before where we all had matching tattoos, and it wasn't horror stuff though. It was a symbol. It was a Japanese lettering. It was a symbol at our old dojo. When you got to a certain rank, you got this tattoo. John says, if you have a chance, if you have a chance, you can check out the Borgo Pass podcast for interesting information on classic Universal monster movies. This week we'll cover The Phantom of the Opera from 1943, starring Claude Rains. Oh, is that right? Phantom of the Opera from 1943. The Borgo Pass podcast. That's a neat name for it, huh? The Borgo Pass from Dracula. Bonehead says, I got 8 tattoos. I got them all while I was in the service. Mine was, yeah, I didn't get any tattoos when I was in the service, but I got one a bit later on. But that's the only tattoo I have, and I thought, well, it'd be kind of neat to, you know, see some, you know, some horror stuff on there. It's a bit part of my life, I would say. Maybe I'll get Chiller Night. Maybe I'll get this tattoo. Maybe I'll just be like a big walking billboard. I don't know. We'll see. But you got 8 tattoos, all while you were in the service. That's pretty cool. I've seen some really outstanding ones though, with like the Universal monsters and stuff like that. I don't know. That just probably just easier to get a T-shirt, but you know, tattoos are pretty cool. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right. Looks like I'm all caught up here. Oh, Bonehead says, that's an idea, Tom. It would definitely be neat to see all the different designs for one. Tom says, no tats here, but I got a package of Sharpies and a 5th of gin. Whoa, you might be all tatted up before the end of the night. You gotta take pictures and show us how you did. Glam says, thanks, Bonehead. I think we're on to something, Tom. LOL. Well, if any of you get monster tattoos or have them, if you want to send them in, I'll put them up here. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe even for the Halloween special, Jack will show them. I mean, I guess within reason. maybe I should put a disclaimer on there. I don't know where these tattoos are. But, yeah, I ought to do something for, like, the Halloween special. You guys have any ideas? Of course, we'll do, you know, of course, Jack will play a movie. But, think that's pretty obvious, but you know, if you have any ideas, if you want to submit a short video or something like that, wishing everybody happy Halloween, because this will be an episode that will air on Saturday, the 30th. Of course, the night right before Halloween. So, if you want to do anything like that, feel free. Jack will, you know, make sure that he includes that into the show. John says, you can even stencil your tattoos with temporary ink. True, true. Tom says t-shirts are available. What with your Sharpies? You know, you could, I don't know, you could be very creative tonight. All right, so but if anybody wanted to submit a video, you know, somebody saying, you know, I guess something, you know, hi Jack Shadow and happy Halloween to everybody, or happy Halloween to Jack Shadow and all you chiller maniacs. If you want to do something like that, just, you know, either do it and send it in, or hit me up if you have any questions, and we'll go from there. I'm thinking off the cuff here, folks. Terrence says, Halloween special idea. Brian lists his top 50 greatest horror films of all time. Oh, wow. Okay, that's something. 50. Huh. All right. Tom says, no Chiller Night Theater t-shirts. I got one. I think Ava has a pink one. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. That's true. Mine, I probably need a new one because mine is all a bit weathered, a bit distressed. It's been around for a bit. So I came up with this logo in 2015. So I've had that logo since then, but I didn't get the shirt until I think it was 2017. So I haven't had it like a real long time. But I've had, you know, certain t-shirts I've had for like 20 years. I could keep a shirt for a long time, I'll tell you. Tattoo even longer. All right. Anybody? Terrence says Halloween special idea. Like I said, Brian lists his top 50 greatest horror films of all time. I don't know. I mean, I could. I don't know if that would be entertaining to hear me go down a list. Oh, I suppose if I did them quick enough, I could do something like that. All right. That's an idea. That's an idea. I'm trying to think of something to include in the Chiller Night Theater episode that might include you guys as well. John says maybe you can play the War of the Worlds or the movie The Night That Panicked America, which tells the story of the Mercury radio broadcast of the famous pre-Halloween show in 1938. That would be something. Be something. Well, that gives me the idea that Jack could probably mention and tell a little a little story about that. Because that is an interesting story. That's that would certainly be fitting, wouldn't it? Bonehead says maybe we could do a Halloween themed poll. You know, like vote on the best horror movie, host and or show. Could do something like that. We could do something like that. Bonehead says, I've got to get Facebook so I can hopefully join the Chiller Night crew. Yeah, and also we have the Chiller Night Facebook group page. It's a private page. You just have to request to become a member. And we used to do a lot more with that back when we had the watch parties. I don't know why Facebook took that away. You know, it's interesting though. Is that completely done? I'll be honest. I haven't jumped on there, and Dale, I haven't. You know, I don't know if Dale still is with us here. I haven't seen him for a while, but you know, I see on other I see other groups. I can't even say groups plural. I know that the Lone Ranger has a group. And they do watch parties, so I don't know how they get to do those. unless it's a link from YouTube. That I don't know. There's probably a way to, you know, like I could do something on here. I could do something. I could actually play a movie. We've done that before at the Friday Night Frights. Gosh, I would love to. I would love to do that again. Although the movies that we'd be playing would have to just be the ones off of YouTube. They wouldn't be, you know, the stuff that like Corpus and Dale had been playing all along up until Facebook did away with that, which were, you know, there was a large variety of movies, certainly a lot more than, you know, what you watch on your typical horror host show with your public domain movies. So I don't know. Let's see. Tom says nothing wrong with the YouTube Chiller Night crew. Just saying. Yeah. Yeah. What are you saying there, Bonehead? You don't know. Right. Yeah. I don't know how I'd feel about that, Tom. Well, hey, while you're kind of, you know, mulling that over, let me throw the schedule back up because we are like halfway, a little over halfway through the show. Let's see, tonight at 9 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is A Bucket of Blood. Now that, speaking of you know, live shows or stuff connected from YouTube, that was a live show that we did that as a Jack Shadow Friday Night Fright, and gosh, I kind of miss those. 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. My guess is Tops Paranormal. 11:30 Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Crawling Eye, which was again another Friday Night Frights. 1:30 Chiller Chat. My guess is George Garanci of the Ghoul World Order. I have to say it slow, or my tongue will trip over my teeth. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Snow Beast. So there is tonight's schedule. All right, Bonus says, Tom, I'm glad you have this on YouTube. If you ever stop doing this pre-show, I'm going to be really in the dumps. Well, I'm not planning on stopping this pre-show anytime soon, so you could be comforted by that fact. It will be on Facebook and you know those you know, that YouTube crew. You know, we'll keep it on for them too. Okay, Tom says, nevermore, quoth Tom. Okay. All right, so anyways, yes, we will make this available to both outlets, Facebook and YouTube. You know, it's same as Chiller Chat and the Friday Night Frights when we were doing those. Of course, they were multi-streamed. Which was a neat thing. I'm glad I kind of came on to the discovery of multi-streaming. Folks, I knew nothing about this. Honestly, I've said this 100 times, but when I first started, it was just me setting up a phone. You know, then it went to me on a webcam with a video camera set up. So I was taping it with two cameras because I didn't know how to I never even heard of multi-streaming. I didn't know what that was. You know, what manner of technical sorcery is this? I didn't know. But what I did was, one was actually hooked up to where you could see, you know, a background. And the other, if you're watching, I think if for example, I forget which was with. If you're watching Facebook, you would be seeing this. If you're watching like YouTube, you'd be seeing something like this or something like that. To that extent, just be seeing a green screen in the background. And then when I put it on YouTube, here's what I was doing. I was taking that footage, I was editing and putting a background in. That was the process I was doing because I didn't even know how to download a video from Facebook at that time. It was just a lot of steps just to do a weekly show. And so when I came across the idea of multi-streaming through an OBS studio, that was relief, because it cut out a lot of work for me. You know, a lot of steps along the way. So now we have to do, when we do the chiller chat. Gosh, we gotta get that video up and running. We did it before, Tom. We did that before. If I could just get that. I wonder if we could do that by Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know what everybody's schedules is, so I don't know. I don't want to pester anybody throughout the week. But maybe I could get something like that for this Tuesday. You know, any of you want to be on Chiller Chat Tuesday? If I could just get that up, and we had it running before, but I don't know if even though I wrote some stuff down, I don't know if I could repeat that process of having the video appearing up there as we're doing Chiller Chat. So I don't know. Bonin says, I'm lucky I can figure out how to get this pre-show on my phone. I am about as bright as a burned out light bulb, you know. Hey, when it comes to technical stuff, I'm right there with you. I've done all right, but it's not been overnight, you know. It really has taken me quite a while to kind of muddle my way through. It really has. I didn't, you know, it's taken me a while. Bonin says, hell, I'm an empty-headed skull. Hence my nickname. Well, like I said, I can relate. I'm no better, you know. It's just taken me longer is all. I've been doing this for a while. I've always wanted to do a show like this, you know, to where I can communicate and I can see your chats as I'm talking live. And there is a way to do, you know, what I wish I could do is have like a Chiller Night Theater, if it was live, for example, somebody else controlling the fade-ins, the title, the bumpers. If I could have somebody off to the side doing that to where you didn't see them and you just see the title, Jack, it fades to the other segment. That would be pretty cool. It'd be very easy for me to show somebody how to do that, but I can't really. I'm just by myself really when it comes to that, and I don't want to trouble Ava with it because she works. She's on a very different schedule as I am a lot of the time, so a lot of the time she can't stay up real late. Tom says we'll need to reinvent the video sharing setup. I only remember that it would have solved some problems if you had 2 monitors hooked up. Well, I have another monitor right here off to my side. So maybe, I don't know. Well, I could probably get with you after this or chat with you at some point, maybe over the weekend, send you a message. But maybe, I don't know, maybe we could get something set up. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool though. But we did it before. Where, I mean, because I remember that segment where we were showing you on there talking while I was on here. If we could only remember how to do that, or if I could only, and it's not on you, it's on me. Like Tom says absolutely. Okay, cool. That would be really cool. And then if we do get this hooked up, no pressure. I don't want to, but I think if you show me how to get this set up, whenever we do this, I think you should be the first guest to be on Chiller Chat. I'm just saying, it's my idea. It doesn't have to be yours. You don't have to go along with it. But I think that would be fitting. The person who's responsible for us having this new level, evolved into this new level of being able to communicate, should be the guest. I think. But it says, I remember seeing Tom that time. You two did that. Yeah, it was working, and there was I mean, you could see Tom, you could hear him. We were messing around with it after, I think it was after one of the chiller chats. No, this was back in like April, so it's been a while. And it was just because I didn't follow up on it in a timely way. And I just didn't, you get to juggling so many things in life, and then every Saturday night you're reminded, like, oh, I should probably get on that. Tom says I'm not as pretty as I was back then, Bone. Jeez, I keep changing. I think the biggest difference is from at that point is my hair. I keep cutting it shorter, but especially in the front, I did this thing where I've totally whacked at my hair over the last couple weeks. I'm not sure how I want it. I'll probably just buzz it. My hairline's retreating on me anyway, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. We ought to set something like that up to where we could. I don't know. You tell me. Well, I'll get with you. I'll message you to the and we can see what we can do there. Bonehead says, Tom, I'm glad you can't see me. I definitely have a face for radio. LOL. I'm sure that's not the case. But you know what would be kind of cool? You guys tell me. I did this before with remember Paul. Paul, I had him call in one time during this show here, and he was on the phone, and I don't know what happened. I sure hope he's okay. I haven't heard from him for a long time. One of our regular viewers for quite a while, and but I remember talking about it, and this was back in like April. This is back in the spring, about people calling in, and you guys on Saturday nights. It'd be kind of neat to for 5 minutes have somebody on there just chatting away and get to know you guys for more than just a name on the chat. I think it'd be cool, but you tell me, and if that's something you guys be interested in, let me know. I think that'd be kind of fun. All right, I'm caught up on the chats there. Yeah, be thinking about ideas there for the Halloween episode, because I'll be figuring that out pretty quick, which movie to do, and start working on that. And if there's something, if you guys at all want to throw a video my way, be happy to take a look at it. Be happy to include it. If you want to say, Happy Halloween, Jack Shadow, or something like that, have at it. Or if you want to contact me, message me. And I just had something come up from Shot Block TV, the folks right here. Now they have a Roku channel, and Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat is on there as well. And I have Scott Paulson. He runs all that. He does quite a bit with Dead Vault Horror Show. Tom says, have the Jack Shadow Christmas special on Halloween. Okay. I might do something for Christmas. I was thinking about that. I actually had some ideas on doing something for Christmas. And then, maybe this will be the year. Here's what it is. Like, I've always been so exhausted at that point because, like, I've worked all summer, or at least, through end of July, beginning of August. Get through the haunted house, tear down the haunted house, and normally that's right around Christmas time-ish, at least in December. So I'm normally like, oh, I just want to relax. And enjoy the rest of the holiday. And so I've ended up not really ever doing anything for like Christmas. But this year, well, it's a little different, isn't it? So maybe I could do something for Christmas. That would be kind of fun, probably. So, Christmas special on Halloween. Bonin says, I enjoy anything and everything on here. You all are just a great big happy family to me, and I look forward every week to hearing from everyone. That is, I love hearing that. I really do, because some weeks we gain new viewers, some weeks we lose viewers. But all in all, I have to say, over the last, over 3 years now of me doing this, it's been very enjoyable. If it wasn't enjoyable, I wouldn't be doing it. But I have a good time. I think it is a good time. I'm glad you feel that way, because I certainly do. I love getting on here. I just, I consider you guys my chiller friends, and I love this. I don't know if it should be more of a show. But I kind of don't like to fix it if it's not broken. We get on here, we chat about what you want to chat about. We go over the schedule, and that kind of was my original intent for the pre-show anyways. Like, I didn't really have a lot of different ideas for the pre-show other than what we're doing right now. So if anybody wanted to see something different, certainly send some ideas my way. I'll be happy to entertain those in my head. So let's see. Tom says, all the freaking stores around here are jamming Christmas stuff next to the Halloween stuff. It's sad. Oh, are they really? I didn't know that. That's crazy, isn't it? Come on, no. Just, no, that's not right. Glam says, totally agree, Bonehead, y'all rock. That's cool. Cassandra says, sorry, that cat walked across my keyboard and sent an empty message. I saw that. I was like, oh, I hope she's okay. I'm not going to say anything, maybe, but what's going on there? But the cat, and that, Cassandra, is why I don't like cats in my vicinity when I'm, because I'll tell you what, they're a nuisance. They're good when they're not around wires and keyboards. Bonehead says, believe me. Yeah, because otherwise, I'm not a mean person. I love the cats, but just don't like them up here. And that's why Ava wants to bring them in every once in a while. I was like, oh. Bonehead says, believe me, I can't wait to hear from Glam, Tom, Diana, Lasercorn, Joe Expo, Raymond, Terrence, Ava, Brian, and everyone. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Lasercorn says, I'm with you, Tom. My local Lowe's, chock full of both Halloween stuff and Christmas stuff. That's crazy. I guess from a marketing point of view, or from a, if you were a merchandise, merchant's point of view, you've only got that short window of time, although October. Halloween stuff used to come out in August. I used to remember seeing it coming out in August. Now it's starting to come out in like July, like right after the 4th of July. It is kind of crazy. Lasercorn says, personally, I very much prefer the Halloween stuff. Tom says, agreed. Yeah. Yeah, at least for now. Let's get Halloween over with, and then we'll worry about the holidays. I always lump Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's all in the holidays. That is a great time of the year, but I've always been exhausted. I kid you not, I've been so exhausted. It just takes so much out of me, to where I've always just kind of recouped, through whatever. As soon as I was done, packing up the haunted house, I would just like, I would just kind of mentally and physically crash for a while, and it took me like a good month or so to just kind of recover, because there was so much leading up to that. But like I said, I don't really have to worry about that this year. Michelle sends the wave from the grave. Hey Michelle, thanks for joining us. Well, we've got about 5 minutes left. Cassandra says, ever since you said you were looking for a guest on the show, he's been hanging around us. He strolled across David's keyboard and typed something with a lot of F's and T's. Oh! Those darn cats. Bonehead says, wow, where did the time go? I think that every Saturday night, I think that. I'm like, wow, this is the fastest hour of the week for me, it seems. It really does. I'm just amazed. And that's why, like, Chiller Chat that's a that's a tougher show for me to do because it's only 30 minutes. You know, it's so easy for me to get on here. Now, that's with you guys chatting away. If not, if you guys didn't participate like this, what would you want? You know, I wouldn't want to just sit here for, I'd have about 15 minutes worth of stuff to talk about and then, you know, that's it. But Chiller Chat's a little difficult because you guys are interacting. I'm talking about maybe a specific topic. Last week it was, or earlier this week, we were talking about like anthologies, creep show, Tales from the Crypt, stuff like that. But yeah, it's weird. You get a different timing in your head on how you need to. And I tell all the guests when they come on Chiller Chat, I'm like, listen, it's half an hour, and that might seem like quite a bit of time, but I say it goes like that. It really does. And they all agree. Like when we're at, I said, believe it or not, we're at the end of the show. And they're like, wow, that goes quick. But yeah, here we are at the end of this one. And John says, you have been watching Chiller Night Pre-Show with Brian Hogue. This is Crozak the Grand reminding you, only 5 days until October, when Jack gets to shine in the pale moonlight. The suspense is killing me. I hope it lasts. Keep thrilled and stay chilled. Well, thank you, John. Tom says, it's some kind of time dilation, spooky physics. Yes, that must be it. It's a twilight zone, a chiller zone. Bonin says, well, thank yous for another great weekend. I hope yous all have a great week and stay safe, and I look forward to hearing from yous all again next week. Well, thank you. Al says, good night, everybody. Oh, good night. Good night, Al. Lacecorn says, on a personal note, I miss spending more time here than I usually do during the colder months. I hope all is well with you, whoever and wherever you are. Very nice. Bonehead says, so to quote Dave Allen, good night, thank you, and may your God go with you. Good night, Diana says. Yeah. Yeah, it's because of Dave Allen. I was an avid watcher of Dave Allen, so I wanted to have a little catchphrase, you know, to end the night with Jack Shadow. And I bid you adieu, my children of the night. I figured that was kind of a mix between Dave Allen and the Dracula Children of the Night thing. So Tom says, good night all. All right. Good night, everybody. I'll throw that schedule up one last time. A Bucket of Blood comes on in just a few minutes. In fact, at least it's supposed to. We'll find out. 11 Chiller Night, or Chiller Chat. My guest is Tops Paranormal. 11:30 Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Crawling Eye. 1:30 Chiller Chat. My guest is George Garanci. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Snow Beast. That was a new one from a couple weeks ago. All right, folks. Thanks for joining me and each other tonight. Glam says, this is a special place and every Saturday night is much appreciated. You guys are the best. I wholeheartedly agree. Jason says, Dave Allen was the best, but you're better. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining me and for joining each other tonight. Have a good night. Have a good chiller night. And we will see you next week.